हेलो बेटा, गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। तो बेटा आज हम सारा मनी एंड बैंकिंग वी विल गो अहेड एंड ट्राई टू रिवाइज दैट क्विकली। हाँ, सो आई विल नॉट टेक अ लॉट ऑफ योर टाइम। वेरी वेरी क्विकली आई विल ट्राई टू गो अहेड एंड सी इफ वी कैन रिवाइज एंटायर मनी एंड बैंकिंग, राइट बेटा? तो ट्राई टू सी दैट, लेट्स क्विकली राइट दिस डाउन। Whenever we talk about the money market is any market which deals with short-term funds, right? But there are multiple instruments of the money market, but the most important instrument is called as treasury bill, right? Treasury bill is issued by the central government, right? And this is to take care of the liquidity shortfalls, right? तो माने कि अगर अगर तो हमें लिक्विडिटी बढ़ानी है, मनी को बढ़ाना है मार्केट में, इफ आई वांट टू इंक्रीज द मनी सप्लाई इन द मार्केट, तो आई विल गो अहेड एंड आई विल बाय ट्रेजरी बिल्स जो हमने एग्जिस्टिंग इशू किए होंगे, आई विल परचेज देम बैक। एंड इफ आई वांट टू रिड्यूस द मनी सप्लाई इन द मार्केट, देन आई विल इशू टी बिल्स। तो बाय इशूइंग द ट्रेजरी बिल्स, जब मैं इशू करूंगी, इन रिटर्न पीपल विल पे मी मनी एंड मनी सप्लाई विल फॉल। There are various rates that you should be remembering, beta. तो repo rate होता है, it is the rate at which commercial bank takes loan from RBI. ठीक है? तो commercial bank is taking loan from RBI. Similarly, beta, you have something which is known as reverse repo rate. So reverse repo rate is the rate at which commercial bank lends to RBI. ठीक है? Then we have the concept of commercial paper. Commercial paper basically, beta, any short term unsecured promissory note. ठीक है? तो जो भी कॉर्पोरेशंस एंड फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूट्स होते हैं, दे गो अहेड एंड दे इशू शॉर्ट टर्म अनसिक्योर्ड, सिक्योर्ड नहीं होते हैं, कोई सिक्योरिटी डिपॉजिट नहीं है, शॉर्ट टर्म अनसिक्योर्ड लोन्स, प्रॉमिसरी नोट्स वो इशू करते हैं, दे आर नोन एज कमर्शियल बैंक्स, they commercial papers. Then beta, you have something which is known as the certificate of deposit. Certificate of deposit, basically it is a type of federally insured saving account that has a fixed interest rate and fixed date of withdrawal. एक फिक्स्ड मेच्योरिटी डेट होगी कि हमने बोल दिया 1 साल का ये सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ डिपॉजिट है, उस पर आपको फिक्स्ड रिटर्न मिलेगा, और वो बहुत ही ज्यादा सेविंग, इट्स वेरी सेफ वे ऑफ इन्वेस्टिंग इन मनी बिकॉज इट इज गवर्नमेंट सिक्योर्ड। ठीक है? तो अगर हम गवर्नमेंट के पास एक तरीके से अपना पैसा रखवा रहे हैं जिसपे हम इंटरेस्ट अर्न कर रहे हैं फॉर अ फिक्स्ड पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, दैट कैन बी कॉल्ड एज सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ डिपॉजिट। Then beta, then we have something which is known as call money market. तो कॉल मनी मार्केट इज फॉर एक्सट्रीमली शॉर्ट पीरियड, अगर कोई लोन मार्केट है फॉर वेरी वेरी शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज कॉल मनी मार्केट. सो दिस इज फॉर 1 to 14 days. एनी मार्केट विच इज अ वेरी शॉर्ट पीरियड मार्केट, उसको हम बोल देते हैं कॉल मनी मार्केट. Now the next thing that we must remember in this case, beta, that is that we have the entire money market in two parts. एक हो जाएगी secured and one will be unsecured. So when we talk about the secured money market, उसमें आ जाता है Reserve Bank of India, commercial banks, right? Development banks, right? Then you have foreign banks, etc. But when we talk about the unorganized sector, ठीक है, इसमें हमारे पास आ जाते हैं all these landlords जो अपना पैसा farmers को दे देते हैं, right? Then we have chit funds, right? Then we have nidhis, right? Money lenders. These are all unorganized sectors, right? These are not under the organized sector. इसके बाद बच्चे, we can talk about something which is known as capital market, right? When I talk about capital market basically it deals with the borrowing of medium, एंड लॉन्ग टर्म क्रेडिट। तो अगर मीडियम या लॉन्ग टर्म क्रेडिट होगा तो उसको हम कैपिटल मार्केट बोल देंगे। कैपिटल मार्केट कैन बी डिवाइडेड इन मल्टीपल पार्ट्स। पहला आ जाता है यहाँ पे हमारे पास फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस। In financial institutions, we have number one, the development financial institutes, DFIs बोलते हैं इनको. Number two, IFCIs. ठीक है. Number three, IDBI, Exim, LIC. These are all financial institutions. Secondly, under the capital market आ जाता है हमारे पास security market. Right? And in security market, basically we go ahead and talk about all kind of securities. इसके अंदर बेटा we have two kind of security market. One is called as primary, another is called as secondary. Primary security market वो security market है जिसमें new securities are issued. जैसे शेयर मार्केट का अगर हम बात करें तो when the company issues share for the first time, that is called primary market. और एक बारी वो मार्केट में शेयर्स आ जाएं and they are traded within the consumers, that is the secondary market. Same is the case here. Primary is new issue of the securities, the first time issuing of the securities, and secondary market is the second hand issuing of the securities. ठीक है बच्चे. Then we talk about the secondary market. Within secondary market, ये जो securities है, how are they issued? Through the stock exchange. So the biggest stock exchange that we have, that is National Stock Exchange. Right? And the oldest stock exchange that we have, that is the Bombay Stock Exchange. Right, beta? उसके बाद कुछ dates हैं जो हमें इसमें याद रखनी पड़ेंगी. So try to remember IDBI. IDBI basically is Industrial Development Bank of India. Industrial Development Bank of India. Right, beta? और ये आया था 1964 में. The second thing that we have, that is known as SIDB. SIDB is basically in 1990. Its full form is Small Industrial Development Bank of India. बाकी सब same है. Small Industrial Development Bank of India. And its aim was to grow the MSMEs. Right? Then the next thing that we have, bache, that is called as UTI. UTI came in 1963. And UTI का full form है Unit Trust of India. Right? And this is basically to encourage poor and middle income groups. ठीक है, जितने भी poor और middle income groups थे, हम उनको बोल रहे थे कि आओ अपनी funding एक साथ लेके आओ, try to use those funding for saving and earning return on it. Right? So it was to encourage poor and middle income group to pool their savings. Then beta we have IFCI. IFCI came in 1948 and this is Industrial Finance Corporation of India. Industrial Finance Corporation of India. Right beta? And ये था for medium and long term financial assistance to large industries. तो industrial हो गया ना, industrial का मतलब ये हो गया कि large industries को हम help कर रहे थे and we were helping them by providing the loans, medium and long term loans. So medium and long term loans. Right beta? Then the next thing that we have is called as the derivative market. Beta, derivative market is a market, जैसे derivative word समझो, that derives its value based on other markets, right? So when whenever any financial instrument, it derives its value from any other product. जैसे for example shares, they derive their value from how the organization is performing, from the profits and loss of the organization. So anything that derives its value from anything other underlying, किसी और चीज से वो अपनी वैल्यू को डिराइव करते हैं, that is known as the derivative market. ठीक है? Then there are different kind of contracts बेटा. पहला कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो जाता है हमारा फॉरवर्ड. the second one is called as future, and the third one is known as option. In forward and future, we have to go ahead and we have to buy or sell any asset at a future time period, and वो price हम आज बताएंगे. तो in forward and future ना, we will sign a contract. हमने एक contract sign कर लिया that this particular asset will be sold at this price in the future. और हमें उसको follow करना ही पड़ेगा. We have to go ahead and use that contract. हमें उस contract को use करना ही पड़ेगा. So for example, in the exchange market, अगर मैंने बोल दिया that the currency will be exchanged at ₹60 per dollar, तो कुछ भी exchange rate हो, हमें contract के हिसाब से 60 per dollar पे ही currency को exchange करना पड़ेगा. But in options, what happens is that बेटा we have the right but not obligation. तो option जब हम sign करते हैं, it means that in the future अगर currency exchange rate ₹58 per dollar होगा और ऑप्शन बोलता है कि मुझे 60 पर डॉलर पे खरीदनी है, तो मैं ऑप्शन को नहीं यूज करूंगी. और अगर करेंसी एक्सचेंज रेट ₹62 पर डॉलर होगा और ऑप्शन बोल रहा है कि मुझे 60 पर डॉलर पे यूज करना है, देन आई विल यूज द ऑप्शन. सो ऑप्शन गिव्स द राइट बट नॉट द ऑब्लिगेशन टू फॉलो इट, whereas फ्यूचर या फॉरवर्ड में वी मस्ट फॉलो द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, वी कैन नॉट अवॉइड द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. बेटा यू विल गो अहेड एंड टेल मी what is the difference between future and forward in terms of three things. आप मेरे को इसका difference highlight करोगे. The validity, मतलब time period कि कब वो issue किया जाता है, ठीक है, and in terms of the currencies in which it is issued, and in terms of the amount at which the two things are issued. So you need to tell me the difference between forward and future on the basis of these three things. ठीक है. Then beta we want to go ahead and we want to talk about ICICI. ICICI came in 1955 और इसका full form है Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. Right beta. Then you must know about NABARD. NABARD basically is called as National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. तो ये जो NABARD है बेटा, ये बेसिकली एक एपेक्स है. It's called an Apex Development Finance Institute. इसका एम है एग्रीकल्चर और रूरल एरिया को डेवलप करना. It was founded in 1982. Its headquarter is in Mumbai, right? And it was based on the recommendations of Shiv Raman Committee. Shiv Raman Committee की recommendations पे NABARD was based. ठीक है. You have various credit rating agencies also, beta. So credit rating agencies जो ये बताती हैं कि आपका क्रेडिट स्कोर कितना है और उसके बेसिस पे ही आपको लोन मिलता है. So the first one and the most important one that you have, that is known as CRISIL. CRISIL was launched in 1988 and this is known as Credit Rating Information Services of India Limited. Right, beta? And then you have something which is known as ICRA. ICRA is Investment Information and Credit Rating Agency. And this basically came in 1991. And the last one that you have to remember is CARE. CARE is basically Credit Analysis and Research Limited. Right, beta? And it came in 1993. Homework questions, 2 questions for you as homework. When was National Stock Exchange established? And which index does it use? When was Bombay Stock Exchange established? Which index does it use? क्या बोलते हैं उस index को? And when was SEBI formed? These 3 questions you need to tell me कि ये कब establish हुए और इनके index क्या है. Let me answer the index part So index of National Stock Exchange is called Nifty and index of Bombay Stock Exchange is called Sensex. But you have to tell me the dates when they were established. Okay, beta. Thank you.